Subcommittee number 1. Welcome, everyone. Let me see who would like to present a bill. Delegate Head, you have House Bill 1366.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, and there is a substitute, as is so often the case in this bill.
That's right. Good. And I think, Ashley, can you have that now?
Mr. Chairman, the substitute should appear online in about 2 seconds.
Thank you, Ashley.
Let me know when you can see that.
Yes, sir. I think we're good to go.
Do you need to have somebody move the substitute, Mr. Chair?
Yep. Yes, sir. We need to have a motion to adopt the substitute. Here, a second.
Second.
All right. All those in favor, say aye. All right. The substitute's before us.
All right. Thank you,
Delegate
Mr. Chair.
Head.
House Bill 1366 is a bill from the administration. It's intended to add some transparencies to Administrative Process Act. The bill in its original form was rather more complicated than it ultimately needed to be, and you'll see in this substitute, if you'll turn to line 118 through 122, we've taken out all of the changes to this code section aside from the addition of this one paragraph, which simply says that every step of the Administrative Process Act will be posted on Virginia Regulatory Town Hall, and that it will also include an economic impact analysis and any other information requested pursuant to instructions issued by DPB. So this should remove any of the concerns that I know had been raised by several folks, and myself included, quite honestly, about the bill that was originally drafted. I think this removes any of the questions of any of the ambiguity of that and concerns about it. And we do have someone from the administration here if there are any questions that I'm not able to answer. So.
Delegate Adams.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I just have a brief question. What precipitated the need for this? I just wanted to understand that.
Again, I think it was just a desire to make sure that there is complete transparency in the regulatory process. There was not a requirement prior to this, is not a requirement right now, that every single step be available online. And I think in an effort to make sure that we are streamlined and that no changes come forward in looking at administrative changes. If we're going to make regulatory changes, it needs to be transparent, and if there are going to be economic impacts to it that we may not foresee, we need to know about that so that people can have a chance to respond to it.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Purely a transparency issue.
Is there any other questions for the patron? We have received some testimony. Anybody want to speak for or against the bill? Any stakeholders? Delegate Head, do you have any final comments?
Again, just hope that you will act favorably on the bill as it's before you now.
Thank you, Delegate Head. Delegate Wright.
Mr. Chairman, I move to report.
We have a motion to report. Do we have a second?
With the substitute.
With the substitute.
With the substitute.
Okay. Delegate Walker is a second. Any further discussion? All right. Ms. Clark, can you open up the voting machine, please? Come on there, Delegate Runyon.
I vote aye, but.
All right. Runyon.
Okay, here we go.
Jenkins.
It's working now.
And, all right. Let me close the roll. The bill reports with substitute. A vote of 7-0. Thank you, Delegate Head.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Members of the
Thank you. I think, shall we wait a few minutes to see if Delegate Ware shows up?
I hear you're looking for me.
Mr. Delegate Ware, it's so great to see you, sir.
Thank you.
And would you like to present House Bill 1418?
I certainly would, and I thank you for the opportunity, Mr.
Yes, sir.
Chairman.
Thank you.
It's a very simple bill. It is described to me as an alternative route toward appraisal experience by way of what the analogy is a flight simulator. It would allow appraisers to gain experience by seeing it in that fashion, a virtual preparation, which would really give a pretty wide range, perhaps wider than the ordinary appraiser would go through just in the course of their work. So it would offer an alternative, and that really, Mr. Chairman, is a short version of it. And be glad to try and expand on that as need be.
Thank you, Delegate Ware. Does any members have a question for the patron? Delegate Adams.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. So my first question is, does this bill propose that this one organization will then be the credentialing organization that all will have to go to?
And, Mr. Chairman, Delegate Adams, the short answer is I can't tell you off the top of my head. My talking points did not appear in my folder, so it appears to me in a quick read as I walked over here that is the case, but there's probably someone in this room that can be more explicit on that question.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Chair. Because that would be a narrowing of opportunity, and I think there was some place that talked about increasing diversity. I'm not really sure if there's a particular definition of what it's trying to do relative to diversity.
I think in this instant, and I'm going from what I know, but there may be more to it. My understanding is diversity of ways to get there to this appraisal preparation and experience.
Thanks, you, Mr. Chair. Because that's why I'm asking the question. If there isn't a true, if this is the only, so it just because it's in definitions, I'm struggling to understand. Does this that appraisal foundation will be the Illinois Not-for-Profit Corporation? Is that going to then be the only place that somebody can be, I guess, credentialed? And then I guess my sort of circling back to that, I'm really kind of lost about what's the difference between being licensed and certified in this particular.
So I'm going to give you one provisional answer, which is that it is an expansion of the opportunities. But we've got an attorney here who may be able to give me a better answer on that, Mr. Chairman.
You may have the Ashley. Are you aware of other opportunities for gaining, credentials for being a real estate appraiser?
Mr. Chairman and Delegate Adams, can you repeat your question, please, so I can make sure I understand exactly what you're asking?
So it was a two-part question. I guess I wanted to understand the difference between licensed and certified in this context.
Okay, Delegate Adams, so under current law, real estate appraisers, under 54.1, 2017, they talk about the terms licensed residential real estate appraiser versus certified residential real estate appraiser or certified general real estate appraiser. So those three different terms are defined or described in that code section. And currently, the board is the one who is in charge of those certifications or licensure. This bill, which I think gets to your second question, but correct me if I'm wrong, would expand and allow this appraisal foundation, which is defined in the bill in this subsection A, that has this program, which is kind of like the flight simulator type program that Delegate Ware described. if someone goes through that simulator program, they would be able to have a certain percentage of that experience towards licensure or certification granted because they went through the program, if that makes sense.
Thank you, and thank you, Mr. Chair. I have one more. I know this is supposed to be simple, but I had a lot of questions. I'm sorry. I just saw it today. And then I guess my other, are we codifying that in a corporation into code? A specific, which would be then exclusive of any other potential offers of online or simulated credentialing?
Mr. Chairman and Delegate Adams, yes. So the way that this bill is written, this certified residential PREA, however it's pronounced, program is specific to the Appraisal Foundation, capitalized, which is the Illinois Not-for-Profit Corporation that was incorporated on November 30th, 1987. So it is a specific corporation that was created, and it's their appraiser qualifications board. So it is a specific entity that has this program.
Thank you. Mr. Chair, speaking to the bill.
Delegate Adams.
So I just have some heartburn about codifying a particular corporation as a singular entity. And I don't know if there would be any openness to sort of making it a more generalized, so that it's not one corporation, but that should other people have this technology and ability that they could then potentially, without having to change the law again.
Right. And Mr. Chairman,
Delegate Ware.
Thank you. I understand the concern, and I apologize that I cannot give you a more definitive answer on that question today. But I am certainly open to that, and would not be my intention to privilege one company over another if there's an alternative that can also offer this route to gain experience. It was my understanding that this was the one that currently offers this. And I understand that. So I would express my willingness to the subcommittee that I will check further into this, and if there are other, I'll get a fuller
Mr. Chair.
understanding of what is available. If the subcommittee would be kind enough to move things to the next level, and if we can, I will try to get to that, make an additional amendment on that.
Delegate Runyon.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Delegate Ware, I may be able to, and Delegate Adams, enlighten some. In my conversation with some professionals that were involved in this, what I understood was that this corporation was created as an outcome of the federal government, a study, and that's why in the 80s. And this is the oversight organization that regulates the appraisal industry and decides what criteria are required for you to become the various stages of certified appraisers. As it was done in the 80s, it's a very manual system, and I think as what's under current law now, you're required to work for someone for about 2 years or so. It's very time-intensive, and it creates some challenges in that folks don't have time to do it. There's not as many appraisers out there as there used to be, and the ones that are left are really busy. One that I spoke in my home area said that this residential appraiser had a 6-month backlog. And so that is very disruptive in the market. Commercial appraisers have other things in that. I appreciate the delegate's concern. Are we creating a specific organization that may control? But I think that my understanding is that organization was created already and is the oversight. So I don't have that particular concern. What I see is this is an opportunity to modernize the system, let folks achieve this vocation in an alternate manner. The old system's still available, but this would allow a digital, let us say, option for somebody to become an appraiser. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Chairman. Thank you, Delegate Runyon. Delegate Walker.
So thank you, Delegate Ware, for bringing this forward. Through the years, I've worked with the DPOR, Department of Occupation Regulation, and I know that those governing boards are actually the people in the real estate appraising business. They know exactly what their industry needs. I think what I see here is you're bringing forth an option because there's such a demand and a need out here. And sometimes we have a little heartburn with the technology and getting used to it or adapted to that. This is just another tool by which to help their industry, which is already regulated by their boards, moving forward here. And I think anything we can do to help advance that, like Delegate Runyon here, I've known a number of appraisers, and I've talked to some personally that said, Mr. Walker, we're getting very concerned about finding people that will even come into this industry and then the time period it takes to train. So I think there's a very important need here. This is just another way, Delegate Adams, I think you're trying to approach in that. So I think I can support it based on this information that I have right now, but if you want to carry it to the next level, I think this is good. Thank you, Delegate Ware, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, any other questions from the committee?
Mr. Chair, I just want to say
final
that.
question?
Yes, Mr. Chair. I just wanted to say that I just still would like that question to be confirmed, and so I'm not opposed to this bill, but I'm going to flag it for myself, so it's no harm to. I just wanted to explain that. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Delegate Adams. Does any members of the audience care to speak either for or against the legislation? Okay, the committee moves motions. Delegate Wright.
I move to report, and at the same time, any questions that can be raised at the full committee meeting if they need to be, but I move to report.
All right, do we, a second?
Second.
All right, the bill's been moved, passage in second. All right. All right, all members shall cast their vote on the electronic voting machine. All right, the bill reports 5-1.
Mr.
Thank you,
Chairman,
Delegate
thank you,
Ware.
and thank each of the members of the committee. And my
Thank you.
apologies for not being here timely.
That's all right. You owe me like a fish sandwich or something. Yeah. All right, I think that clears their docket today. Is that? We have Delegate Davis would like to pass by for the day his bill, or pass by the next meeting. So moved. We got a motion. Have a second? All right. We have a motion to pass by Delegate Davis. All those in favor, say aye. Aye. All opposed? All right, motion passed by is approved. And that concludes our docket. Thank everyone for being here, and we'll see you next time. The meeting is adjourned.